Abby, welcome back. So what do you think so saying that King Dale Clark could well be a troll. It's just like the way he seemed to be like complimenting me on like the physique and everything, and like, hello Jamie, been a while. How was your Christmas? It's good to see you here again. Yeah, hope everything's well with you. I did a video earlier where I talk about getting free food. Bit odd that, Jamie, if you ask me also. Yeah, definitely. Just funny how he came in after the fake Dale was there, and then the real Dale shows up, even though he's not been for the last couple of days or whatever. Seems a bit, sus to say the least. Yeah. Even the name King Dale Clark, it does sound a bit like sus by itself, doesn't it? And all these people that just, come with their, I mean, of course, there's people like Jerry, but I mean, there is some people who just, like, they don't have a picture on, they're just, who are these people, really? I actually did think he was genuine at one point. Yeah, I did. But it always seemed a bit strange how he would come in with these like questions, and then after so long he would repeat the same question like he was just writing off a script or something like that. Like he had all these canned questions to throw at people. So yeah, I thought he was a genuine person, but like, well, this is what I mean with these troll accounts. They can be very sneaky and try to act like they're genuine and supportive and all that, but yeah. And he was talking about like how, all these people are jealous of you and all that. When in reality, he's probably the one that's jealous of me because, he's just kind of, probably because he knows that I'm doing better than him and secretly despises it. So you can't trust anyone even when they say nice things to you and be like, oh yeah, you're doing well and all that. Because they could just be trying to blow smoke up your ass just to then later on throw it back in your face. It's just it is what it is. But you gotta not like let it get you down, because at the end of the day it shows that you're doing something right if it's having an effect on people. So it's this person called King Dale Clark. So what happened was, he wasn't in the chat because I had some issue because he wasn't like saying hi to my name and I think I was right in that I was not too happy about that, really, that he was saying hi to somebody else and then he didn't say hi to me. I was like, I just feel a bit like, even if you come in and say hi everyone, I still feel like you should say hi to me being the host. If you're going to say hi to other people, it just feels a bit kind of disrespectful. And then he wasn't here since then apparently, but he's been listening. And then he said, "Oh well, I haven't been in your chat since then," and he's been listening in because of like I was saying stuff about him, about like his questions and all that. So clearly he's been secretly viewing, and that's a bit weird, isn't it? Don't you think that someone would just be secretly watching you? Yeah, it's a little bit sus, that, to say the least, isn't it? Yeah. Always say hi to the host of the live before you say hi to everyone else. Yeah, I just think that's the right thing to do. It's just as I'm the one that's actually hosting this thing. And oftentimes I would say hi to these people in the chat, and then sometimes they might not even say hi back or something. I remember there was someone on TikTok that really got pissed off with people because they were like, she was doing these like readings, and people would come in and just ask for readings. Hello, Dury. Hello. Welcome in. How you doing? Ask for readings and not even say hi to the host. So I understand like the frustration that she had for these people who just, yeah, there's just very selfish. Yeah, thank you very much, Dury. Anyway, welcome in everybody. Hope you've all had a good day today. Make sure you subscribe if you're new here. That would be really appreciated. Like the live. But yeah, just focusing on like my future, and I've got some plans for the future with traveling, and really excited about that. I'm really going to make next year the best year ever, and I'm being serious about that. I feel like I've got things that are falling into place right now. There's like, yeah, I'm pretty much like set to go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I want to do some like holidaying as well. I want to do some exploration. I want to go like see some like different theme parks and things like that. So I'll probably be documenting it on the channel. So yeah, so I've got a lot of things I could do. I was looking into this thing of like couch surfing, but I've heard that it's not necessarily the best thing right now because it's something that's not free anymore. And yeah, so apparently they charge you right at the beginning before you've even had any couch surfing. So bit of a scam really, but there is other things you could do like house sitting, but then again, is it worth it? But yeah, it's like I have to look at, is there any, I mean, I'm going to try camping. I'll try to camp for part of the year at least. When the weather's like not freezing cold, then I could do that. When it's cold, I'll have to look at alternatives. Yeah. But it'd be interesting to see how I could sort of get by doing that. And if I use this app, like I said, this Olio app to like to get free food sometimes, and then that can reduce your food bill. And I plan to do more of the busking next year as well. So I feel like everything's just gonna suddenly all just fall into place in my life, and I'll be able to just do everything that I want. There's really nothing stopping me at this point. It's just, sometimes it can be like a mindset that's holding you back. And it's just, you have to just be persistent and not give up. Even when things don't seem to be going your way, you have to just be relentless because you believe that you can do it. So you're not going to give up. You have a purpose that you're like, not going to let anything stop you from achieving. And that's the message that I want to promote on here. That even me, like, I'm on the autism spectrum, so I don't want people to be like using it as an excuse to not like get anywhere. So I have things that I've had like demons and whatever, but we'll have some demons or had demons in our lives. But it's about trying to overcome it through perseverance. Yeah. But I need to just try and be mindful and just not overreact over things. That just to be mindful and just not let that monkey brain take over. There's a thing called the chimp paradox, and it's about just trying to not let that chimp take over, and which can make us act in a very like irrational way, if we get defensive and all that. So it's actually a book that's worth looking into if you find that you can get quite triggered a lot, and you have a lot of fears and things like that. The other day, something didn't happen my way, but I'm learning to move on and move forward. What was that then? If you don't mind me asking. But yeah, you just gotta like, whatever you can't control, what is it? Whatever you can't affect, don't let it affect you. That's what I would say. Welcome back, Tom. What happened in the last live? I just cut it off because it was going a bit slow. So yeah, welcome back anyway. Anyway, let's try and get this shared out if you can, everybody. That'd be really appreciated. Yeah. Was what that about with that king person? Yeah. Let's forget about that. Let's move on. Don't want to give it any more energy. I've already talked enough about that. Right. Yeah, can we just get the likes up in here maybe? Sorry for mentioning it's okay, but it's just something in my past and moving on from it. Oh yeah. Fair enough. I hope you're well. Yeah, I'm alright, thank you. So where are you from anyway, if you don't mind me asking? How are you feeling? I'm alright, thank you. So I made a video earlier talking about this app that you can use to get free food called Olio. So probably gonna try and see what else I can get on there. There was like loads of bananas on there. I might have a look at getting some free bananas. So yeah. I suppose depending on where I am, there's going to be more or less opportunities for food. It's just a lot of it's things like bread, and I don't really eat bread that much. I'm from Manchester. Manny. Yeah, I'm in York myself, but I used to live in Blackburn. But yeah, it's a lot of it's like bread and stuff like that. So I could maybe eat like brown bread or something, but there is some of that on there. Yeah, that sounds good, Jamie. Free food is helpful these days. Yeah, especially like for people who are struggling. I'm not saying I'm struggling or anything, far from it, but it's good. It's a good way to like reduce food waste, isn't it? Like a lot of this food would have just gone to waste if no one claims it. It's stuff that like the shops would have gotten rid of, but they'll have these heroes that go and pick it up and then take it to their house and give it to random members of the public. So what people could do is, like, say you're traveling, you could be like mainly just getting food off there, and then maybe you could find some like way to, like for example, camping random spots or finding some like way to either get free or cheap accommodation to live pretty much for free. Good thing about that, you're going to be like not really paying any tax because who the hell wants to be paying tons of tax? So that way you're not part of the freaking system that is just like tax, 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 tax. It's just sending your money to corruption and yeah, helping corporations get even richer. Yeah, I know. So yeah, you're not going to be able to like completely get to avoid it, but yeah, there's always going to be like VAT that you got to pay for if you want to buy shit, but it is what it is. But. Yeah. So yeah, Manchester. Yeah. So what's it? I'm trying to quit smoking as too expensive. Yeah. Well, I suppose it's like maybe it's good that it's become really expensive. Some might say that it's good that they've taxed it because it makes it more expensive, but I guess it depends on how desperate people are for it, and you could argue that a lot of people are willing to do crime in order to get cigarettes if they're that desperate for it. So it's one of those things. Is it causing more harm, or is it, what do you guys think? Is that, putting tax on cigarettes, but it's a big tax maker for the government. I'm trying my best as well. Yeah. Well, smoking's not good anyway, is it? It's not a good habit to have, is it? Irrespective of the price of it. I remember when my mum used to smoke, it used to be around 20 quid. Wow. Yeah. I was like, how do people even afford this shit? It's mad the amount of money that you could have saved, unless you do roll-ups, but let's say, a lot of people are, getting 20 packs and they're like, how much do they cost now? Hi, Baldy. How you doing? Welcome to my live. I've cut down using the nicotine gum. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, at least you're not getting all the chemicals and like the ash. I think the big thing is that you're putting ash in your body. So people are going about like smoking weed is better, but maybe a little bit, but you're still smoking ash. You're still putting ash, you're putting, carbon into your body. It's not healthy doing that. Like, I hear these people who smoke, marijuana, and they're like, you hear their voices all the time become rough. They get these kind of hoarse sounding voices, and that's not good. It's a sign of damage. So, yeah, because it messes up your throat, your lungs, everything. Even weed. People saying that weed's good or whatever, but maybe there's certain people that could benefit, but like I think for the most part, I just don't think it's really worth it. So you got to think about the long run. Yeah, I heard somewhere, I don't know how true this is, but that can actually, that when you start to depend on it, then it messes with your like dopamine system and all that. I'm down to under 7 a day. It's an unpleasant habit, and it stinks. I don't smoke in my house or car, only outdoors, and always wash hands after and eat gum. Oh yeah, well, at least you're doing something right. That, yeah, just gotta try and find things that give you joy in life. So oftentimes people rely on these crutches because they don't have anything really good going on in their lives. They just kind of they have like smoking or drinking because maybe the life is a bit dull, or they have some kind of problem going on that they need to address. But it's kind of like a coping mechanism instead of actually addressing the root of their problem. But of course, these things are designed to be addictive, so there is that component. But oftentimes people use it as a de-stressor or something to take their mind off the situation instead of trying to address it. So my grandparents used to smoke indoors and the walls turned yellow. Yeah, mine did actually. From my grandma and granddad used to smoke, and my grandma actually eventually gave it up because she just got to a point where she couldn't do it anymore. She had to like she was getting asthma and it was messing her up. Like she was so she stopped the smoking, and she managed to to some degree resolve her asthma problems. because she was quite weighty for her like height and all that, so it was obviously quite hard on her lungs and all that. But yeah, the fact that she was smoking on top of that was not good, and then she eventually stopped, and then, but yeah, it was pretty much like too late by then, really. But because you're already going to have some damage done, because it does damage to your heart as well as your lungs as well, I think. So yeah, it's really bad for you. And she actually lived quite a long time after she stopped smoking, actually, but there was like, she'd already got a bunch of heart problems by that point. Like she was taking medication for all sorts of things. Like she'd had her thyroid taken out. She had numerous different health problems. She was arthritic. She had just my mum smoked during the separation with my dad, and after the divorce. Yeah. Some people they use that as their crutch or whatever, their vices or whatever you want to call it. But it's you gotta find something to give you joy in life that's healthy, and maybe take up a sport, a new hobby, learn a new skill. That's gonna give you a better ROI than smoking and burning up money doing that. And I don't know. It's just it's all about just finding sources of dopamine that don't destroy your health, or at least have a minimal impact on your health. Very slow tonight, isn't it? Not a lot going on. Is vaping just as bad? Well, I don't even think we really know the full extent of the dangers of it yet. Still kind of coming out with possible health problems that can happen, like when they found out about like popcorn lung, for example, and it could depend on the manufacturers and the things they put in it, but we just don't really know. I don't think the full danger. That's like, oftentimes people trade one bad habit for another. Hi, Zach Dyer. What are you saying? Yeah, thank you for the 6 likes, everyone. Nice one. Hope you've all had a blessed day. Who's still here then? Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to stay on tonight, because there's not really much going on. Have you gained many members as paid subscribers? No, just one. How much is a monthly fee? $2.99. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll do like shout outs for the members, possibly on my videos. That could be something I might do in the future. It depends what people want me to do for the members, really. I can figure something out. Some people might suggest like doing like a Discord or a WhatsApp group or something like that, like a exclusive group. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really too sure yet, but hope everyone's having a good weekend though. That would be awesome if you did that. What's that then? In about like a Discord group or something, or what? Have you thought about traveling the Asian countries? It's very cheap. Yeah, I have thought about that actually, yeah. I have to be careful about hygiene, yeah. That's something I was a bit put off by, really. It kind of put me off a bit, but yeah, so I'll just kind of like I was just thinking about traveling around the UK for a while. Yeah, food hygiene, but then you're probably best off just like buying fresh food. Not fresh food, I mean buying like well, I mean not yeah, you'd probably want to buy stuff that you cook yourself. I mean not stuff that's from like the streets. Yeah, avoid street foods. But they were even saying that things like bottled water to avoid that as well, because that might be dodgy, because they're saying how oftentimes it's just fake and it's just some like tap water that's been bottled up. Because they're like quite poor over there, so they'll try to, sell kind of like counterfeit goods and shit like that. So you gotta be very careful. But like I said, I was looking at this thing called Olio, which is where you can get free food. I was just thinking about doing some camping actually. I might do some wild camping and just travel. I may even do some busking as I'm traveling around, perform my talents, and so I make money doing that sometimes. So yeah, and they are very, very good at making fraud things. Yeah, you got to be very careful. Make sure you check the reviews on things, and just been kind of like trying to plan things out a bit. But one of the reasons why I was looking at maybe moving over there was maybe I could possibly get married over there. But then you've got to be careful with that as well, because there's a lot of frauds with that as well, and like traps that you can end up in, where they can try to like leverage you, and yeah, like they can leverage they can gain leverage over the marriage by what we're saying. Yeah, not too bad, Zach. How's everybody doing tonight? Yeah, I might restart again. Sorry about this, but yeah, I'm gonna have to start a new live, guys. I'll see you in a sec.